all of the things that the veterinarian had said in that slot had nothing to do with why they were actually charging an extra $100 for a same-day sick patient. I had to drive the point, one of the online forums I was reading, this kind of comes up every once in a while, where a veterinarian had a full appointment slot for the day. Very common for all of our colleagues, right? Full appointments, right? Well, they have a system where if you come in with same day sick, right? So we have our normal appointment, which, whatever their thing was, it was maybe $80 something for the medical appointments. And they're like, but if it's same day sick and they have to adjust their schedule, there was another $100 emergency exam fee. And basically that had transpired, everything completed, transaction completed, patient went home, whatever it is. And this veterinarian was posting on this particular group saying, I can't believe this client is speaking ill of me on social media. It basically had sent this letter to the practice saying, how dare you guys? I've come there for the last 15 years with my patients, and I'm there routinely. I have my appointments, and when I'm sick, I get charged an extra $100. And it was basically the customer service side, right? And just saying, like, why is it that we have to pay more? And the veterinarian, because basically the veterinarian had posted the screenshots of the chat, trying to validate themselves. And basically the argument was, the veterinarian saying, well, don't you know that most of my colleagues are considering suicide, and don't you know that I have a high student debt load, and don't you, and like, it was basically in a certain respect, it was a victimization mindset.
Right.
Look at all of these things that are affecting me negatively in my life, and you need to feel bad for me. All of the things that the veterinarian had said in that slot had nothing to do with why they were actually charging an extra $100 for a same-day sick patient. It was just, how dare you talk to me about money? And I think that's where, when we start to get into these things of saying, well, you guys are in it for the money, and you're just there for the money, it's like, well, it's kind of an ironic conversation, because on one hand, you have the individual as a client saying, you guys are in it for the money. And then the veterinarian's like, well, if you didn't care about money, it wouldn't be about the money. You're the one who's making it about the money. We're here to provide a service, and service is, here to be paid for. So for me, it's like, I think that system is broken. That system should no longer exist. The system where we should have these blocked appointments, and anyone else who disrupts the day is then somehow disparaged. That's why your traditional day practice is dead, is because when we start, and they don't know it yet, it's because it all comes back to disparagement, is that the appointment slots and the block appointments, these 20-minute appointments, is an opportunity for us to disparage our clientele. And it's an opportunity for us to not serve the patient. Because if we say that we're going to upcharge $100 for same-day sick appointments when you're already in the clinic, we're not talking about 3 a.m. calls, right? We're talking about you're already in the clinic, have the availability to see appointments. So you're there, you are available, but you are now making your service unaffordable. I would rather take that $100 that they would have spent on the exam fee, put it towards blood work, put it towards x-rays, put it towards some other thing, is you have just now limited your ability to actually treat this patient and or diagnose this patient because you have this policy, because you're locked into block scheduling.